What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Before I go in, fam, we got some, I don't know if this is house cleaning, but got some breaking news. I am starting a cryptocurrency clubhouse room, actually a clubhouse on Clubhouse, a club on Clubhouse. And I want you to join if you are an investor. If you invest in cryptocurrency, I want you to come on over to my Willie D's Blockchain Vets club on Clubhouse. It's going to be major. I already got some very interesting people that's been involved already, including Russell Armand, the CEO of Saitama. He's hosting a room, and so that's going to be big. Hold on, fam. I got to give y'all a break right quick. I got some too much noise going on in the background. Hold on. All right, fam. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. So, big news in the crypto space. Yeah, I got a new club on Clubhouse. It's all things blockchain. The name of the club is Blockchain, Willie D's Blockchain Vets. I've pretty much assembled an all-star team of people that's in the blockchain space, cryptocurrency, NFTs, people that has a lot of knowledge about cryptocurrency. We're talking about executives, institutional investors, and just people that are crypto enthusiasts, right? So the rooms are going to be growing on a weekly basis. Already got some of the best people in the game with me, and I'm pretty much picking these people one by one. I'm vetting them, making sure that they can deliver, because I don't want to have people on Clubhouse just rambling. I see a lot of that type of stuff going on, and that ain't no disrespect to the ones who are doing it the right way. But there are some of those rooms out there, man, they just be rambling and just talking and all that type of stuff. And I'm more like, man, tell me how to make some money. Tell me how I can make some money. Give me some information. So that's what I'm always about, information and instructions. That's the reason why I started the club, the same reason why I got in the music game, the same reason why me and Brad, who y'all know as Scarface, started the Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast. For me, it's always about information and instructions, the same way that I do on this Willie D Live, on the YouTube and Facebook, information and instructions. You can take it or leave it. I ain't twisting nobody's arms. I ain't putting no gun to your head. I'm going to give you the information. I'm going to give you the instructions, and you can do what you want to do with it, because this is not financial advice. You dig what I'm saying, fam? But I'm going to give you the information and instructions. So I got a strong team of people that I'm working with in the Clubhouse space. So if you're not on Clubhouse already, you can click that link that's in the description and join. You can join my Clubhouse right now. You want to do it right now, because I am going to be announcing a giveaway real soon. I'm doing a trip to Dubai. I'm going to send somebody to Dubai. Two tickets, 2 plane tickets, and hotel accommodations in one of the most exciting cities in the world, Dubai. You dig what I'm saying? So, fam, y'all want to make sure y'all get on board with that right now. There's a link in the description to join my Clubhouse, and you can do that right now. All right? Willie D's Blockchain Vets on Clubhouse. You just type in blockchain vets and you'll see the logo with the dude with the wings. And what else? What is it? Guy got some wings on, and you'll see it. Blockchain vets. Anyway, fam, going in. So we got this woman, this police officer, who she pulled this guy over in Georgetown, South Carolina, because this guy, he failed to stop at a stop sign. She pursued him, and he ran a light. He finally crashed into what looks to be a utility pole. She got out. She told him, look, man, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Dude first tried to get out on the driver's side. He couldn't get out. So he got out on the passenger side. And as he was getting out, as she was approaching the car, she slipped, and he opened the door and she slipped. And then, he made some type of move. She shot him. She said he had something in his hand, but she couldn't verify what that was. After she shot him, she seemed to me, she kind of like freaked out a little bit. So she shot him, and she was like, hey, what's in your hand, sir? Sir, show me what's in your hand. What was in your hand? I'm like, you shot the man and you didn't know what was in his hand? So you just shot him? What was in your hand, sir? And then she was still saying, show me your hands, sir. Let me see your hands. Like, okay, you either can or you can't see what's in his hands after you downed him. In any event, this woman's name is Cassandra Dollar. That's the officer's name, the former officer. And she shot and killed 46-year-old Robert Langley. The shooting is under investigation. She was arrested, held on bond, $150,000. And according to court records, she is going to be at least, I don't want to say held liable, but she's going to have to go through the process just like everybody else. Now, I don't know if the woman's a good cop or a bad cop, but I just like to see police officers be held liable for their actions. I like it when they go through the same process as the citizens who cut their checks. Where else do you know where the people who pay you, the people that you work for, have less rights than you do? Where else do they do that at? Think about what I'm saying, fam. Think about if you were able to go to your job and do whatever you wanted to do, but the boss couldn't do what he wanted to do, whatever he wanted to do. That'd be a hell of a job, wouldn't it? That's the way the police operate. But the thing about it is that their job is to bring criminals to justice, or not bring criminals to justice, that's the courts, but their job is to arrest criminals, right? Their job is to make the public safe. Their job is public safety. So explain to me how the police officer is walking up on somebody, slips. Okay, she slipped. She's a human being, so she get the right to slip. But she slips. But then she shoots this guy. She didn't slip and fall and shoot him as she slipped and fall. That didn't trigger the shooting. What triggered, she shot him a few seconds later after he got out of the car. She shot him a few seconds later. So the family is suing. They already fired her. So it looks like she's dead to the wrong. I'm not sure that she's necessarily a cold-blooded murderer, because immediately after shooting the guy, she actually tried to perform CPR, but she was performing CPR. Sometimes they use that as a cover up. You know, sometimes they shoot you and then they start trying to resuscitate you. Like, sir, hey, be still, man. We got help on the way. That's what she was saying. We got the EMS on the way, sir. Just be still, sir. Just don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Hell, you mean don't move? You just shot me. Shit. I'm bleeding to death. Hell, as you mean don't move? So let me show you guys a picture. Let me show you what this officer looks like. Let's see. Okay, here's the officer. That's the officer. That's the officer. And here's the guy who got shot. That's her in court. Okay, back to reality. So you have a situation where a black cop kills a black guy. Now, let me tell y'all straight up, fam, this ain't got nothing to do with her being a female. That's the narrative they're spinning. Like, female officer shoots, slips and falls, and shoots man, shoots da-da-da. You know, you got to pay attention to these words people be using, fam, because they say female officer slips and falls, which I just basically copied the title. But it's female officer slips and falls, almost to say that somehow she's incompetent because she slipped and fell and then shot somebody. Now, there were a lot of people that making comments about her size. They were saying that, you know, she has no business being a police officer. Look how big she are. They let anybody be a police officer. Well, the thing is, and I'm definitely not trying to defend law enforcement, but in this situation, you know, when they're doing that, those agility type drills and stuff like that, when they're doing training, usually the cops are fit. And then once you become a cop, you don't have to go out and retrain all over again. You know, once you're in, unless you slip and fall and kill somebody. They might arrest you. So yeah, they put the cuffs on her. But I can tell you right now, as soon as she slipped, as soon as she shot that dude, she realized at that moment, right after she shot him, she realized real fast that she had messed up badly. And here's the thing, fam. You and I, we don't get to slip and fall and get a break. Even if she gets punished, they're going to give her a slap on the wrist. I bet you $1 to a donut she don't do more than 5 years in prison if she do any time, if she gets convicted in the first place. I doubt if she'll even be convicted. But if she does get convicted, she won't do more than 5 years. They need to change those laws. Police officers need to start being executed. When police officers commit crimes, just like anybody else, police officers' crimes should be, the punishment should be no different than a regular civilian. They should get the same amount. In fact, I will argue that a police should get more time. They should get a double death penalty because they actually went through training. They've actually sworn to uphold the law. It's like a pastor doing something slick, a pastor without morals, a pastor who has low values. The pastor should be held in higher regard. A pastor should be held to a higher standard because of the position that he's been entrusted with. And if you're talking about being in control, like your business is saving souls, then your standard should be much higher than you for you. A lot of people today, they like to say, well, you know, the pastor is just a man. First of all, they praising the pastor, praise him like he's not a man. Worship him. Some of these people be worshiping their pastors like they're not a man, just a man or a woman. But the minute they get in some trouble, well, he's just a man, and you know, he's just a human, just like anybody else, and he has desires and temptations and all of this type of stuff. No, no, no. Hold his ass to a higher standard, like you held him to a higher standard before he got in a jam. Just like we hold police officers to a higher standard, how they get the benefit of doubt, how people like to say, oh, he's a police officer, like hold him in some great esteem. It should be the same way when they violate the public trust. They should be punished more than the average person because they're supposed to know better than anybody. After all, they went to school for it. They went to training. They actually trained to protect the public, to know how to shoot a gun, when to shoot a gun, be in control of their emotions. See, an average person can get in a jam, have a domestic dispute, and they might snap and go crazy and shoot somebody. The police officer shouldn't get that benefit because they use that same professionalism. They use those same professional criteria in the courtroom to get the benefit of doubt. So it should apply it should apply when they go out there and mess up. Wait a minute. Bring these professional criteria in here. Okay, all right. Look, you're trained in the art of this, that, and the third. You should know better. I'm gonna have to punish you more severely for that. I believe that police officers should, from now on, from here out, if you kill somebody, you illegally kill somebody, if you wrongfully kill somebody, the death penalty should be on the table. At the very least, it should be a consideration. They got to be like, does this one qualify as a death penalty? It shouldn't just automatically be like no death penalty for the police. No, it should always be on the table, just like it is for everybody else. And I want to see a police officer executed. I want to see a police officer who has violated somebody, who has wrongfully killed somebody. I want to see him publicly executed. I want to go to the execution. I need to see this because I need to know that we are all created equal. I need to know that this stuff that they be talking about in that the First Amendment, the Second and Third, and all this stuff, and the Constitution, I need to know that stuff is real. I need to know that the Star Spangled Banner is true to its words, at least in the first verse. I need to know it's real. Second verse too. Third verse, not so much. I need to know. I want to believe this, man. I want to believe in the American dream. I need to believe it. So police officers should get the same consideration, negative or good or bad, as the citizens they serve. Going into the comments. Miss Michi, what up? Black Life Spirit. Kenrick Jenkins. Houston, Texas. What's up, Houston, Texas 056? Oshkash Davis says that's more than NYPD and LAPD. Mr. 318. Willie Ferguson. When you or I kill somebody, even if they decide that we didn't maliciously kill the person, they call it involuntary manslaughter. When the police wrongfully kill somebody, they call it a learning curve. Well, He was wrong, but not wrong enough to be prosecuted and go to the penitentiary. Wrong enough to be sued, but not wrong enough to serve time. Nah, They need to do time. I mean hard time. 50 years plus. At least 50 years. You want to be a police officer, you're going to be held to a high standard. Catch you with a crack pipe, 50 years. A joint in a non-legal marijuana state, 50 years. Run a stop sign, $3,000. Domestic assault, 50 years, 55 years. Now that's how you gain the public trust. Now, because now the standards are high now. Now the cops know, man, if I'm gonna do this, I got to be righteous. Because this is some valuable stuff, man. This is very important when you can make somebody, you can have that type of authority over human beings' lives. The bar should not be low, it should be high. And the bar is so low to the floor, it can't go no more. You get into a bar fight, 50 years. That's right, 50. Ain't no slapping on the wrist and probation and all that. No, they should be punished severely. Driving drunk, 50 years. That'll bust all that up. That boy, the police officers would be so straight, boy, if they did something like that. But that ain't gonna never happen because first of all, these lawmakers ain't got the nuts. They ain't got no courage. They don't have the courage to hold them accountable. They're scared of the police union. They want those votes. That's a block of votes. They want those votes. They too afraid to buck the system. Straight up cowards. What's up, Willie? Willie Ferguson in the building. Faisal. Adam Berling, what up? Black Sheep. See, if they did something like that, fam, all of the so-called good cops, well, they could actually now be recognized. They could be seen. You have cops left and right the good ones just be loving going to work. Instead of just going for a paycheck, just going along to get along. They going up in there and they knowing they making a difference. And they doing it for real. They serving the people for real, not letting nothing slide. The police should not, it should not be a situation with the police where the bad cops, being a bad cop is the norm. And if you happen to be a cop that really want to make a difference and you ain't bad or you ain't as bad or whatever, then it's like you get punished. Because you actually get punished for being a good cop. You can get punished. So it actually takes something real special about you to just say, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna treat people bad. I'm not gonna violate people. I'm not gonna do all of that, and still be able to go through it. Still be able to come up in there, because the police, they so corrupt, man. Some of them might kill you. It's like going into, like, walking behind enemy lines, going to work every day, walking behind enemy lines. You might get your head knocked off. Talking about being a good cop. That's why you hear people say ain't no good cops. Because if it was, you wouldn't have all this corruption. I mean, think about it, fam. It really ain't that hard for a good cop to expose what's going on. But the risk, that's what prevents many of them, well, almost all of them, from speaking out. And then you got some people that just be like, man, it don't matter. What is it going to change? What is it going to change if I do something? I say something, man, these people going to still do what they want to do. And they're probably right. But for me, it would come down to me and my spirit. Like, it wouldn't sit good with my spirit. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. That's what it would come down to for me. Like, because I believe in doing what makes you sleep good. That wouldn't make me sleep good. Reggie Reg, Cornelius Terry, what up? Make sure y'all smash up the likes, fam. When you come into the room, smash up the likes. That like button is like turning on a light, flipping the light on when you walk into a dark room. As soon as you come into this room, as soon as you hit this YouTube channel and you see the video, just start liking. Just straight out the gate. Don't matter what I'm talking about. Just hit the like button. What you're doing is that you're showing appreciation for the content. I don't mean you're agreeing with me. It just means that you're showing appreciation for the content. Also, fam, if you have not done so already, make sure you follow me on Clubhouse. I have started a brand new club on Clubhouse called Willie D's Blockchain Vets. There's a link in this description. There's a link in the description. You can click that link to join the club. Now, fam, this is for investors. This is for investors only, serious investors only, not somebody that's coming to listen to some hip hop and hear hip hop stories and stuff like that. We're not going to be talking about that in the club. We're going to be talking about getting money. We're going to be talking about crypto and NFTs. That's what we're going to talk about all day, every day. That's what we'll be talking about. Ain't gonna be nothing else. We ain't talking about what's going on in the news. We ain't talking about none of that. We're talking about cryptocurrency. We're talking about NFTs. We're talking about the blockchain, because the blockchain is not the future. The blockchain is the now. It's now. It's happening right now. And I'm gonna tell you something, fam. If you ain't in it, you're gonna be in it one way or the other by force or choice. Just like when the internet came. Remember how some of us would sleep at the wheel when the internet came? And by the time we figured out what was happening, a lot of these industries were already on lock with online companies. I mean, there's still opportunity out there, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the major opportunity came early on with your Amazons and your eBays and all of these type of internet-based companies, right? So the idea would be to get in early, but either way, cryptocurrency is about to be mass adopted. So whether you do it on your own or they force you to do it, you will be forced to use cryptocurrency in the near future. And I'm thinking like within the next 2 to maybe 4 or 5 years at the most, if there's a whole lot of lobbying done to try to regulate. Even with the regulation or not, man, it's going to be a lot of legal wars and stuff like that. But cryptocurrency is going to be mass adopted. Whether you think you with it or not, whether you understand it or not, you will understand it, just like you finally figured out the internet. Like when remember when you first heard about the internet, many of us was like probably I'm talking about the older people were like, damn, what is that? Couldn't figure it out. And then first thing you did, what? The first thing you were able to do, you did was got on the internet and you did your search. You did a Google search. Next thing you know, you got yourself an email address. Next thing you know, somebody got yourself a website. Next thing you know, you start getting on social media and all these types of stuff, and you just start learning little by little. You started learning more and more about the internet. Well, that's the same thing. That's the same way things are going to be with cryptocurrency. I would say within the next in the next 5 years or so, between 5, 10 years or whatever, not 10, but in the next 5 years or so, everybody's going to be so familiar with crypto, you're not going to have to explain it to anybody. But right now, you have to explain it to a lot of people because a lot is very, very, very fresh and new to people, and people are seeing people make fortunes and come up off of it. But a lot of people are still kind of in the dark with it, and so blockchain vets are going to bring them into the light, so to speak. So that's why I started the club, so that we could disseminate that information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world of cryptocurrency. Yeah, yeah. If you're just not coming in, fam, we're having a discussion about the police officer in Georgetown, South Carolina, who shot a man. She's a Hemingway police officer. So she shot this guy. Let me see, is it Hemingway? Let's see. Let me back up. The man was from Hemingway. I'm not certain if she's a Hemingway police officer, but she did shoot this guy after a brief chase. She chased him because he allegedly ran a stop sign, and then he failed to stop after she popped the lights on. He ran a red light, and then he crashed into what looked like a utility pole. And she got out, hey, put your hands up, all that kind of stuff. And as she was approaching him, she was approaching the passenger side door. She slipped and fell. And right after that, he gets out of the car and she shoots him because in her account of what happened is she felt like he had something in his hand. She thought he had something in his hand, which whatever that was supposed to be in his hand has never been confirmed. It's never been confirmed that he actually had something in his hand. But she kept saying, "Let me see your hands, sir. You're still not showing me your hands." Like, dude, shut up. It trips me out when people are laying down on the ground dying and police officers be like, "Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me." And it's really be tripping me out when the person ain't even moving, just stiff. They leaking, and the cop be like, "Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your damn hands. Show me your motherfucking hands. Show me your hands." They go to school for that. Show me your hands. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. Anyway, fam, the cop name is Cassandra Dollard, and she had been arrested. She posted a $150,000 bond. She shot 46-year-old Robert Langley. And according to the state law enforcement division, this whole case is under investigation. They will punish her. I think they're going to punish her, but she'll get a slap on the wrist. According to the dash cam video, dude was going 127 miles per hour when he finally crashed. And the attorney for Langley says that he did not have a weapon and characterized Dollar's actions that night as a failure by the entire system, citing her law enforcement career history that included 2 previous terminations. Now we're getting to the good part. Her law enforcement, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me see if I can find something on these previous. Let's see if I can find something on her previous arrest. Okay, fam. Okay, she is a Hemingway police, or it was a Hemingway police officer. Says the training history of the Hemingway police officer arrested Wednesday in a deadly weekend shooting shows she was terminated. This was back in February, on February 9th. She was terminated from 2 law enforcement agencies over her career. Let's see, where is it? She was previously with the St. Stephen Police Department for 6 years and left on her own accord. In April 2002, Dollard was fired from her position with the Johnsonville Police Department for poor performance. Those record states. What the hell? Poor performance. What? Give us specifics. Then in September 2014, she was fired from her job with the Department of Public Safety, the record states. In the personal change and status report, then Director of Public Safety Leroy Smith stated she violated multiple policies, including willful violation of rules, improper conduct unbecoming of a state employee, and negligence in the performance of duty. See, we want to know specifically, though, what she did. You know, they be having all of these ambiguous charges and violations. Man, tell us what she did specifically. Who she violated, how she violated, what she stole, if she stole something, what she sold, if she sold something. Okay, so she got 2 previous violations for unperforming, conduct unbecoming of an officer. You see, fam, this is one more example of a bad cop who gets shuffled around from department to department and just allowed to violate and violate and violate till somebody gets killed. A lot of these dudes who be out here just smashing the gas, killing people, these cops, they already have a history of underperforming, just bad relationships with the public. Like, some of these dudes are just totally uncivilized. So I hear a lot of people talking about her health, like saying that she was out of shape because of her weight and all that stuff. But what about the shape of her mind? See, that's what most of these cops are out of shape at. They're out of shape mentally. That's the problem with most of them. Most of them are deranged lunatics. That's why if you see them, like when you see them arresting somebody and the other ones come up, they don't come up calmly and you say what's going on, whatever. I'm talking about when they got them one. I ain't talking about when they act, when they're dealing with somebody in a civilized manner. You know, I'm talking about when they got them one and they got somebody on the ground or whatever, and they being aggressive. The other ones, they already have it under control, but the other one want to get their licks in, just like gang members. They want to get a lick in. Hit you. Boom. They want to get in. They want to get something in to say they participated. You got to get a lick in. It'd be like 30-some cops on one little bitty old lady. Like gang members, they operate like a gang. It's beating on people, kicking people. They come in just kicking. That's like deranged lunatics. They don't even try to come in and assess what's going on. They don't try to assess the situation, nothing. They just jump out, running up to you, boom, boom, kicking. They don't care what's going on. They ain't trying to, they're not trying to de-escalate the situation or trying to even control the situation. They're trying to take advantage of the situation. A few more comments and I'll shut it down, fam. Cornelius Terry, make sure y'all join my new clubhouse, my new club on Clubhouse, Willie D's Blockchain Vets. Just look up Blockchain Vets on Clubhouse and you'll see it. We got a lot of interesting things going on over there real soon. So you don't want to miss it. You dig? All right, fam. Guess I'll go over here to Twitter and let them know what's going on. Yeah. All right. All right, Miss Michi, appreciate you. Until next time, fam, enjoy the rest of your evening, your afternoon, or morning, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.